This is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a fun little leather necklace using our SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit Gingerbread, and especially this little lady. Isn't she cute? She's going to be our focal. So let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to do here. Our lovely little gingerbread man or lady. We've got some leather. This is 2mm leather. I'm not sure how long I cut this. Let's find out, shall we? Looks like about 26. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our leathers and we're going to put our little lady on here. So because we want her down in the middle, we're going to just hold this until she comes down to where she'd land at about the middle. And then we're going to put on one of these large hole basket spacers. Slide it right down to her, or just close to her anyway. So she's hanging like this. Now we want to make sure our cords are going the proper direction, and I feel that they're opposite to where they should be. Come on, babies, go in place. And then what we're going to do is something that's a little strange, but I think it's going to work the way I want it to anyway. We're going to take, I've got 4 crimp covers here. They're big ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of them, put it right here where the leather comes down. Get it all the way in there and crimp it on, or clamp it, whatever you want to call it. Come on, baby, go on the way I want you to. Now we want to get it to close up. So as much as possible. Okay, that should keep this from sliding around. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. We want this one to keep from sliding as well. So we want to get this on here. Oh, come on, you. Just like we did the other side. Okay. To turn more so it's towards the back some. Now if they're not quite even, that's all right. You can pull the leather until it gets to be even after you get them on both the way. So now that we've got this sitting where we need it to be, we'll just squish it closed. So now we have those two in there. So we're going to pull this a little bit so that our bead right there stays right in the middle, hopefully. They're pretty good. They're not quite butted up to it, but close enough. So then, is that the proper way though? No, they go like that. Oh yes, they were the proper way. They weren't crisscrossing in there. So now these are going to go off to either side, and we're going to start with this pink and white striped porcelain bead. Matches her pretty cute. Then another one of these guys. One of the brown. one of these again, and the dark blue. Now I've got a choice here. I've got enough of these out that I could put one more of these here and then put the crimp tube on, or just put the crimp tube on. And I'm thinking just put the crimp tube on because it's just, or the crimp cover, because it's just like the bottom down here. So we're going to put two of these aside, and we're going to get these two crimp covers separated because they're snugged up to each other here. There we go. And then we will I'm going to use my flat nose. That might work a little bit better to hold these. So let's do that. Now we want these pushed down into place. Push our crimp cover on. Are you all the way on? Look like you are. That's good. Like I say, we want our beads relatively snug. And then we're going to close this. So there's that side done. Now we'll do the exact same thing over on this other side. So we go with the pink, the spacer, the brown, the spacer, and the dark blue. Now we're going to snug those down there again, and we're going to take our crimp cover and we're going to push it in here. Let's see, it didn't go on. This one doesn't seem to want to go on, so I may have to... Oh, I closed it accidentally. So, let's see if I can get it back open. Put the pliers inside the little hole here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one back open. That's too bad. So we'll get one more out. Put it in our pliers again. Careful not to squish it this time. I thought I had it in, but it slipped back off. Okay, get it nice and tight. Move it down. Grab hold of it with our pliers and squish. It's not quite closed all the way, so we'll just squish her a bit more. There she goes. So now we have the bottom of our necklace done. There's our little lady. It's gonna hang like so, and it will go up like this. Now, go to the other end. One of these is now a little bit longer than the other. And we can use that. No, it's not as much as I thought. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to take our crimp ends here. I thought I had a bigger one and a smaller one, but I just have a smaller one. And we're going to get our Loctite super glue. And we're just going to squish a little bit into here. And then we'll push our leather up into our piece, like so. Sit it down. Put some in the other. Put this one in. Now this is one of those little crimps that's supposed to squish in the middle. So I'm going to take my pliers and squish. Then we'll do the same with this second one. There we go. Now I notice there's a little super glue poking out right here, so I am going to see about getting that wiped off. This one seems fine. So now we're going to let it dry for just a few moments, and then we'll put the hardware on. That this is dried just a few moments, we'll take our bigger jump ring and put it on one side. Close it up. Now if you wanted to, you could put an extender chain on here. I think it's way plenty long enough without needing one. And then we're going to put this lobster claw on this side. But yeah, I don't think it needs an extender chain, though if you wanted to make the leather shorter and make an extender chain here, this is where to do it at. So I will close up this smaller jump ring. That's good. Hook this baby together. Oh, she's still a little sticky. I felt it on my fingers there. But there is our adorable little leather necklace with our gingerbread lady. And I think this wanted to twist again. No, it's all right. So there she is. Isn't she cute? I really like her. So I am going to put my extra beads away, and there is our cute little gingerbread lady necklace, leather necklace. Now I've made this quite long. It's 24 inches. If you didn't want to make a long necklace like that, you could easily make it shorter. And I probably should have, and then put an extender chain on if whoever wants it. This can go over your head. It's big enough to do that. See if we're dry enough that I want it over my head. Yep. So she's quite long, pretty long. She comes all the way down to in my cleavage. So there she is. And oops. See, there she is right there. So it's pretty long. If you didn't want it this long, like I said, it's easily made shorter by just not putting the length of leather in there. And if you wanted to, didn't want to do that, you could make it. But this leather's going to need to sit for a while, so it can, or hang for a while, so it can get its kinks out. It's been in a roll for some time, but there we go. There's our cute little necklace. Isn't she adorable? This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been using the SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit gingerbread, hanging her up so she can straighten out.